Imagine a life where every single day you've lived since your teens plays in your mind like a movie you can't pause. Every argument, every heartbreak, every mundane moment, etched in vivid detail, as raw as the day it happened. This isn't a superpower, it's Jill Price's reality. Welcome to Mysteries Within, where we unravel true stories of human mysteries that defy belief. Today we explore the enigma of Jill Price, the woman who can't forget a single day. Is her perfect memory a gift, a curse, or something stranger? Join us on this mind-bending journey into the brain's deepest secrets. We've all had moments where memory fails us. You misplace your keys and retrace your steps, frustrated, or you struggle to recall what you ate for lunch last Tuesday. These lapses make life manageable, letting us move on. But what if you remembered? On June 5, 2000, Jill Price, a 34-year-old administrative assistant from Los Angeles with curly brown hair and a warm smile, sat at her computer, overwhelmed. Her mind was a relentless reel of memories, every day since 1980, when she was 14, crystal clear. A song on the radio could hurl her back to a 1985 school dance, the sting of a friend's betrayal as fresh as ever. Desperate, she emailed Dr. James McGaugh, a neuroscientist at UC Irvine, begging for help with what she called her memory problem. Jill's story begins in 1965, born in New Jersey to Harrison and Stacy, a talent agent and homemaker. By 1974, at age 8, her family moved to Los Angeles, a shift she later pinpointed as a trigger for her vivid recall. A 2008 interview notes Jill kept diaries from age 10 to 34, filling pages with daily details, meals, conversations, TV shows. By 1980, her memory locked into overdrive. A 2006 study authored by McGaugh, Elizabeth Parker, and Larry Cahill describes Jill, then anonymized as AJ, recalling every day since February 5, 1980, a Tuesday. Given a date, she could list what she did, who she met, and world events she'd heard about, like Reagan's election or Princess Diana's wedding. Let's connect to a relatable moment. Ever smelled a familiar scent like fresh-baked cookies and been whisked back to your grandmother's kitchen? That's your brain's hippocampus linking sensory cues to memories. For Jill, every cue, songs, dates, even weather, triggered a flood. In 1982, at 16, she stood in her high school hallway, humiliated by a friend's snub, the sting lingering decades later. A 2008 article describes her life as a split screen, one side present, the other a relentless playback of 1980s arguments or childhood fears. Sleep offered no escape. Memories kept her awake, swirling like a storm. When Jill contacted McGaugh, he was skeptical. Memory claims are often exaggerated, but her email was urgent, raw. On June 19, 2000, Jill, nervous but determined, met McGaugh, a 70-year-old scientist with white hair and a sharp gaze at UC Irvine. He tested her with dates. April 3, 1987. Jill instantly recalled it was a Friday. She'd gone to a movie, and a news story about a plane crash aired. McGaugh cross-checked her diaries and historical almanacs. Her accuracy was stunning, even correcting errors in his records. A 2017 article recounts how Jill reeled off dates of her lab visits without hesitation, cementing her case as extraordinary. What makes Jill's brain a human mystery? The study coined hyperthymestic syndrome, or highly superior autobiographical memory, HSAM, for her condition. Unlike savants who memorize numbers, Jill's recall is autobiographical, tied to personal experiences and known events. A 2012 study by Aurora Laporte, a colleague of McGaugh, found HSAM individuals show enhanced connectivity between the hippocampus and amygdala, the brain's memory and emotion hubs. This hyperwiring makes memories vivid and emotional, as if relived. Yet brain scans of Jill conducted in 2006 showed no extra lobes, just subtle structural differences, per a 2016 article. Her left-handedness and tendency to collect TV guides and old films noted in the hinted at obsessive traits, but the cause remained elusive. Jill's life wasn't all science and wonder. Her perfect memory was a double-edged sword. In 2003, at 37, she met Jim, a 40-year-old chat-room friend with a gentle laugh. They married, a rare joy for Jill, whose social life was strained by grudges she couldn't release. A 2008 article describes her relishing Jim's presence, a bright spot in her mental reel. But in 2005, Jim suffered a stroke and died after 6 days on life support. Jill, at 39, was shattered. Most people's grief softens with time, but Jill relived Jim's death daily, crying multiple times as raw as the moment it happened, per a 2017 interview. Her memory trapped her in a loop of loss. Let's relate again. Ever driven a familiar route like your commute only to realize you zoned out and still arrived? Your brain's default mode network handles routine tasks, letting your mind wander. Jill's network, however, was hijacked by memories. In 2006, at 40, she worked at a synagogue school, organizing schedules but struggling with focus. A song could pull her to 1983, a fight with her mother, Stacy, then 60s Stern, over food, leaving Jill, who battled weight issues, feeling judged. A 2023 article notes her mother's words, "If you eat anything bad, you'll die," haunted her, fueling depression. Unlike most, Jill couldn't let go. Science offered some answers. A 2016 study suggests HSAM may stem from overactive memory consolidation, where experiences are repeatedly encoded, never fading. Jill's diaries, which she stopped writing in 1999, likely reinforced this, per a 2009 article. Psychologist Gary Marcus speculated her recall was a byproduct of compulsive journaling, though Jill and McGaugh disputed this, arguing her memory predated her diaries. Dr. Julia Simner, in a 2012 Channel 4 documentary, linked Jill's abilities to time-space synesthesia, visualizing years as circles, January at 11 o'clock, months counterclockwise, per the. Yet, a 2009 piece notes unpublished scans didn't show Jill as a memory goddess, suggesting her brain's wiring, not size, was key. Jill's struggles were profound. By 2008, at 42, her memoir, co-authored with Bart Davis, hit shelves, skyrocketing her fame. She appeared on Oprah detailing her life to a stunned audience, but fame didn't ease her pain. A 2011 article describes her correcting Diane Sawyer on Good Morning America about Princess Grace's death date, September 14, 1982, not the 10th, proving her precision. Yet, Jill told she hated school, her memory useless for rote learning like math tables, leaving her academically average. Socially, she clung to grudges from age 5, like a neighbor's slight purr, making forgiveness near impossible. Ever replayed an embarrassing moment like tripping in public and cringed? Your brain filters most slights, but Jill's didn't. By 2012, at 46, she shared in Channel 4's how her husband's death paralyzed her, relived 10 times daily. A 2019 article on Marky Pasternak, another HSAM case, notes some embrace their memory, but Jill found it burdensome. Living with her parents in Los Angeles, she avoided crowds, fearing memory triggers. A 2008 piece quotes her, "I've been through hell," her depression tied to unrelenting recall of traumas, from childhood moves to Jim's death. Science continued probing. McGaugh found 60 HSAM cases by 2010, per a 2019 report, many happier than Jill, suggesting personality shapes the experience. A 2012 study found HSAM subjects score high on fantasy proneness and absorption, traits linked to vivid imagination. Jill's fear of losing her memory, noted in the, drove her to collect mementos, filling rooms with nostalgia. A 2023 article on memory consolidation suggests HSAM may involve overactive long-term potentiation, strengthening neural synapses excessively. Could training, like replaying events, as a 2016 study tested, enhance normal memory? The question lingers. By 2017, at 51, Jill lived quietly, still haunted. An interview revealed she believed without HSAM, she'd have remarried, moved forward. Yet she told she'd never trade her memory, its vivid movie, The Good Part. Her contribution to science was immense, helping unravel memory's mysteries, potentially aiding Alzheimer's research. Her story, raw and human, challenges what we value about memory. What does Jill's life reveal about our minds? If you could remember every day, would it free you or trap you? Is forgetting a flaw or a gift? This is Mysteries Within, diving into brain secrets and human mysteries that leave us in awe. If Jill's story stunned you, hit subscribe for more true stories. What do you think? Would perfect memory be a blessing or a curse? Share in the comments and watch our next video for another enigma. Until then, keep chasing the mysteries within.